Thank you and welcome to our animal research facility. My name is Oloro Joseph. I'm a lecturer in the Department of Pharmacology, and my specialty is pharmacology and toxicology. So what I do is to research on the effect of drugs or anything that someone submits to us with a claim that it treats something to see if it works. And then we also look at how safe it is if someone has taken it. Won't it cause a problem? So that's the work we do, that it works and is safe. So in the animal research facility here, we do research on using both rats and mice. And we use rats mainly for products where we have a lot of supply, and for products where the supply may be very small or we can only be able to use mice for it, we use mice. We mainly use a lot of rats for most of the experiments that we do. And as the mice that you saw, we mainly use them for malaria research. So some of the mice that you saw are actually having malaria parasites in them. And we have been treating them to check if the products we are researching on can be able to treat malaria. And we've already been researching on products that are already in the Ugandan market with claim that they treat malaria. We've been seeing varying results, and they are being worked on to be published. We've also worked on their safety to see if they're safe in mothers, because we are worried about malaria in pregnancy. If we have something in Uganda that we can be able to use to treat malaria, is this product safe for mothers in pregnancy? So we have done a lot of work on that, and we are in the process of publishing most of the results that we have worked on. So yes, there's been a lot of challenges this time with the research that we do. COVID-19 affected us just like any other person. There was one time when the lockdown, everyone was locked out. We lost some animals in the process, but through the office of the dean, we got some negotiations with authorities, and we were able to get some permission for people to be able to travel to come and treat the animals, and then we saved some. And that's the reason why today you've seen we still have quite a number, because we saved them during that time. So one other thing that COVID-19 has indicated to us is that as a country we need to begin thinking of developing our own drugs, because transportation of products became difficult because there were no movements both on land and on air. So if it happens that at one point we are not able to transport, say, drugs to this country, how are we going to survive if we don't do research? And that's why, much as it has been a challenge, we have used it to advantage. We've done a lot of research on several products, and I can also mention this. Covidex was actually one of them, and we did research on Covidex safety in this place. So there are lots of things. Many of us didn't think about developing products. People have always been doing research to publish and maybe get their master's degree or PhDs, but we are now thinking different. We need to go into product development to come up with something that works, that we can be able to sell out to the public there. What are we working on that as a university we can be able to sell to large-scale producers like industries, so that we begin having that partnership between us, working to generate products, which products we sell to industries, and the industries can be able to mass produce them and then sell it to the population there. It is going to help us as researchers, it is going to help the institution, the university is going to generate income as a result of that, and the country is also going to generate a lot of revenues if these products are exported. So yes, COVID has been a challenge, but we are not looking at it as a challenge all. It has brought us a lot of opportunities to begin thinking differently. One of the things that we were not doing a lot was to teach online. And one of the complaints that as scientists we've always had is that, how do I teach experimental procedures online? But I now can sit in the lab here record my experimental procedures and be able to send it to my students, and the students will be able to look at this experimental procedure. That doesn't mean that I wouldn't bring them in the lab. I still bring them in the lab. But by the time I bring them in the lab, they have already seen what I actually did in the lab. They have seen the procedures. By the time they come in, they are more confident than they would have been if they had come without ever seeing this. The other benefit is that most of the times we had actually been downloading videos from online and then giving it to our students. It doesn't give a lot of confidence. Why? Because the students will be seeing somebody else doing it, and they're asking, if people are doing it from outside, do we really do this at our place here? But now the students can be able to watch me do these experiments here, and then when we come, they get that confidence that we can actually do this. As a university, we don't give up. Our motto says, succeed we must. So in this era of COVID and any other that may come, there has been, as I said, opportunities earlier. We have learned a lot. So we are now determined to do things differently, and whatever we are going to do from now on going forward, we do it quite determined with a mindset that we must succeed in what we do.